He don't care nothing about that. He gonna show you. Watch this. Read.
Behold, to obey is better than sacrifice.
To obey. You got to obey. He ain't worried about no sacrifice. You can't substitute no sacrifice with obeying. Now, Almighty, he say rather for you to obey to give me a sacrifice. Take that sacrifice and stick it up in your...
Be sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Thank you.
Shalom, 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 brothers and sisters all over the world. I'm Yahudah, being Israel. I'm a Hebrew servant of the Most High Yah. And I want to give all honor, glory, worship, and praise to Yahweh by saying hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Praise the mighty Yah. Now today's topic, I'm going to talk about the word of Yah and prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that his words is only in the Old Testament. No other book. So you can stop looking and searching for another book, because ain't no such thing as another book. This is the only book, the Old Testament, and these are Yahweh words, and his words is over everybody's words. Paul, Peter, Luke, and John, and all the rest of them, their words don't mean nothing. Or JC, or the Quran. Don't no words matter but Yahweh words, and I'm going to prove beyond a shadow of a doubt. Go to Deuteronomy chapter 4. So anytime a person is showing you what thus said Yahweh said in the word of Yah, that's right, he represents. Okay, Deuteronomy 4 and 1.
Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 1. Now therefore hearken, O Israel.
Now he say, listen, talking to the 12 tribes of Israel, talking to us, listen.
Unto the statutes and unto the judgments which I teach you.
Which Yahweh teach you. That's right. Yahweh the one can teach you these laws and statutes, because he the only one who wrote them.
For to do them.
Not to talk about them, be about them, do them.
That ye may live.
That's how you live, by Yahweh's word and his laws and statutes and judgment. That's how a man's supposed to live, listening to the word of Yah. Read.
And go and possess the land which Yahweh Elohim of your fathers giveth you.
That's right. Now watch this.
Ye shall not add unto the word which I command you.
You ain't supposed to add no words to Yahweh words. Add the New Testament. Add the Quran. Add the Hadith. Add anything. You ain't supposed to add to his word. Read.
Neither shall ye diminish aught from it.
You ain't supposed to take away. Put stuff in the book that ain't there. Oh, it's there, and you lying. Don't take away from Yahweh's word, and don't put no other book with his word. And that's what y'all do in this world. Y'all want to talk about what Paul said, Peter said, John said, JC said, the Quran said, the Hadith said, the Apocrypha said. Y'all want to talk about all these other books, what they say. I'm not studying them. This is the only book we supposed to be representing and listening to, because the Almighty only put his words in this book. Okay, keep reading.
That ye may keep the commandments of Yahweh your Elohim, which I command you.
Now, what other book did he put his commandments in? Name me a book that Yahweh put his commandments in. He didn't put his commandments in none of them, but this book. Read.
Your eyes have seen what Yahweh did because of false deity.
The Almighty showed you what he gonna do to you for serving another God that ain't him.
For all the men that follow false deity.
Everybody that follow the Quran, the Hadith, the New Testament, Christianity, Islam, or whatever it is. Read.
Yahweh thy Elohim have destroyed them from among you.
He gonna destroy these pagan worshiping people. They ain't nothing but pagan worshipers.
But ye that did cleave unto Yahweh your Elohim are alive, every one of you this day.
That's right.
Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments.
He taught you statutes and judgments. He didn't teach you about no Quran, no New Testament, no Hadith, or no religion. He didn't teach you no religion. You got a religion from a man. Read.
Even as Yahweh my Elohim commanded me.
What verse you at?
5.
Okay.
That ye should do so in the land whither ye go to possess it.
Wherever you go in this world, you supposed to keep the laws and statutes of Yah.
Keep therefore and do them.
You keep them and do them. Don't just talk about them, be about them.
For this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations.
That's the only way that you're going to get wisdom and understanding is keeping Yahweh words, not nobody else. You got to keep Yah's word. Read.
Which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people.
And the other people, the other nations going to look at you and say, man, he unique, he different. He don't do like the other folk. He don't wear them kind of clothes, eat that kind of food, and this and that. He wears fringes. He talk about Yah. Boy, that's how they going to talk about you. And you're going to be representing. You're supposed to be representing for Yah. Not perpetrating no fraud and scared to death. Deuteronomy 5. Yeah, Deuteronomy 5. Start the first verse.
Deuteronomy chapter 5, verse 1. And Moses called all Israel and said unto them.
Now Moses talking, because Moses come from Yah. That's right. Moses got here from Yah. Read.
Hear, O Israel, the statutes and judgments which I speak in your ears this day.
And that's what our people don't want to do. They don't want to hear. They want to close their ear. They want to hear what they want to hear. They don't want to hear nothing about what Yahweh say do and what not to do. They don't want to hear. But that's okay. You're going to pay for it. Read.
That ye may learn them and keep and do them.
What he say? Hear first. See, read it slow. Hear. That's right.
O Israel.
The 12 tribes of Israel. Hear and what?
The statutes and judgments.
Hear the statutes and the judgments.
Which I speak in your ears this day.
Which he's speaking in your ears. I'm coming from Yah now. Read.
That ye may learn them.
Learn them. That's the first thing you do. You got to hear. You got to learn and read.
And keep.
Then you start keeping.
And do them.
And do them. You're supposed to do them. But you got to learn them first. Now you got to hear first. Then you got to learn. Then you got to do them. Read.
Yahweh our Elohim made a covenant with us in Horeb. Yahweh made not this covenant with our fathers, but with us, even us, who are all of us here alive this day. Yahweh talked with you face to face in the mount out of the midst of the fire. I stood between Yahweh and you at that time to show you the word of Yahweh.
To show you the word of Yah. That's what Moses did to win to get the word of Yah for us.
For ye were afraid by reason of the fire, and went not up into the mount, saying, I am Yahweh thy Elohim.
Now these are the words that he went and got from Yahweh and told them. He came back and told the children of Israel, these are the words that Moses got from Yah. What did he say? I am Yahweh thy Elohim.
Which brought thee out of the land of Egypt from the house of bondage.
Out of slavery. I'm the one brought you out of slavery.
Thou shalt have none other deities before me.
So you supposed to learn not to have no other God. You got to get rid of the New Testament, the Quran, the Hadith, and all these other books. You cannot serve and love Yahweh with all your heart, might, and soul and believing in another book. You cannot do it. Now, this first word told you, thou shalt not have no other God before me, so that kills all the books. Read. Because all them other books ain't talking about Yah. They talking about something else. They talking about somebody else. Read.
Thou shalt not make thee any graven image.
The other books got you making graven images, wearing crosses and statues and pictures. This book say don't do it. Read.
Or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above.
Don't put no picture on your wall of a fish, a man, or whoever it is. Don't make no graven image of nobody and put it up on your wall or wear it on your chest as a cross. You a fool if you do that. The book popping it. Read.
Or that is in the earth beneath.
Anything that's in the earth beneath.
Or that is in the waters beneath the earth.
And if you go down in the water and see something, make it an image. Don't do none of this. He covering the whole world from top to bottom. Read.
Thou shalt not bow down thyself unto them.
Don't believe in this junk and bow down to nobody else but Yah. Read.
Nor serve them.
You ain't supposed to be talking about nobody but Yah. Don't serve nobody but Yah.
For I, Yahweh, thy Elohim, am a jealous Elohim.
And he's jealous when you talk about a Quran, a Hadith, or Apocrypha, or another book. The Almighty get mad. He say he's jealous because I didn't speak in them other books. The Most High never spoke in them other book. He only spoke right here in these books. Read.
Visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me.
And he gonna visit the third and the fourth generation of all these people that hate Yah. Because they say they love you a lot. Because if you love Yahweh, you wouldn't be talking about no other book. Only book you would be talking about is this book. That's when I know you hate Yah. The book popping it. Read.
And showing mercy unto thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments.
And I know you don't love me because you ain't keeping his commandments. That's right. I'm a commandment keeper. And all these brothers and sisters on here, y'all commandment keepers. That's when I know y'all love Yah, because your actions speak louder than words. Y'all doing it. Okay, keep reading.
Thou shalt not take the name of Yahweh thy Elohim in vain.
And you ain't supposed to take his name in vain, meaning you going to talk about another God over him. When you speak about another God, you taking his name in vain. You giving credit to somebody that ain't did nothing. The New Testament, Quran, and Hadith, them books ain't did nothing. Read.
For Yahweh will not hold him guiltless that taketh his name in vain.
He ain't gonna play with you. You talking about another God in his name. Ain't but one, the Most High, and that's the Almighty Yah. Ain't no another one. Yes, a land full of God, but they all fake, phony, and they ain't no good. They ain't nothing. We the only one got the true and living Elohim. Read.
Keep the Sabbath day to sanctify it.
You supposed to be chilling today, keeping this Sabbath day, chilling.
As Yahweh thy Elohim have commanded thee.
He commanded us to keep this day. This come from Yah. This didn't come from no man. If the Most High Yah told you to keep his Sabbath day, that's what it is. Ain't no exception and excuses to what the book say. You can't have no excuse. I don't care if Mr. Charlie wants you to come in and work. You tell him, I love Yah, and I'm not coming. Fire me. I'd rather be fired by a man than burned up by Yah. I ain't studying no job. If the job don't job me, I ain't gonna job the job. That's what my uncle used to always say. I ain't studying no job. Yah is my job. Read.
6 days thou shalt labor.
He give you 6 days to go to work. Ain't no such thing. You working 7 days a week. You got to be a retarded fool.
And do all thy work.
If you can't do it in 6 days, don't worry about it.
But the 7th day is the Sabbath of Yahweh thy Elohim.
That's Yahweh's day. I didn't tell it to you. I showed it to you. That's Yahweh's day. That's the day he made and created for man to sit his stinking tail down. All men, not just black men. All men supposed to be keeping the Sabbath day. Read.
In it thou shalt not do any work.
And he told every man on the planet, don't do no work on my Sabbath day.
Thou, nor thy son.
If you got a son, sit down, son.
Nor thy daughter.
Sit down, daughter.
Nor thy manservant.
Your servant, manservant and maidservant, sit down.
Nor thy maidservant.
Don't nobody move. Don't nothing move on the Sabbath day.
Nor thine ox, nor thine ass.
Yo, animals, you ain't got no business working them. They supposed to sit down. All animals, all men sit down.
Nor any of thy cattle.
Any of your cattle.
Nor thy stranger that is within thy gates.
If you got a Puerto Rican, a white man, or a Japanese, or any kind of man staying with you, you don't make him go to work and you keep the Sabbath. Everybody supposed to keep the Sabbath. Even a stranger, if he stay with you or with you, he supposed to be resting and serving Yah. Don't work him while you rest. Sit down. Hey, boy, get in here, man. We keeping the Sabbath. You ain't got to cut no grass a day. That's right. Tell them, sit down. Read.
That thy manservant and thy maidservant may rest as well as thou.
They do what you do. That's right. Everybody rest.
And remember that thou was a servant in the land of Egypt.
Remember that you was a slave in Egypt.
And that Yahweh thy Elohim brought thee out thence through a mighty hand.
And he did that. Read.
Stretched out arm. Therefore Yahweh thy Elohim commanded thee to keep the Sabbath day.
This is a command from Yah to keep his Sabbath day. He ain't playing with you about no Sabbath day. That's when he gonna kill you. That's when all this bad stuff happening to this world, because they breaking his Sabbath day. He is not playing about his Sabbath day. He want everybody under the sun to keep that Sabbath day. And when you don't, he gonna curse you and plague you all the way to the graveyard. Read.
Honor thy father and thy mother.
Honor your father and mother. They got Mother's Day before Father's Day in the month. Your father come before your mama. You supposed to honor your father and mother. Read.
As Yahweh thy Elohim have commanded thee.
And this is a command. Talking about, oh, my mama and daddy smoking crack. I don't care what they doing. The book say honor them. Oh, my daddy alcoholic. The book say honor them. Oh, my daddy bisexual. The book say honor them. I don't care what your mom and daddy is. The book say honor them. Don't put what he is. Oh, he a dope fiend. He a crackhead. He a homosexual. He an alcoholic. He ain't never did nothing for me. He ain't bought me nothing. I ain't seen my daddy in 40 years. The book say honor him. Read.
That thy days may be prolonged.
And the reason why you ain't gonna live no long time because you don't honor your father and mother. The book say you're gonna live a long time when you honor your father and mother. Do you wonder why these kids getting killed and dying? Because they ain't honoring their mother, their father and mother. Read.
And that it may go well with thee.
That's right. Read.
And the land which Yahweh thy Elohim giveth thee. Thou shalt not murder.
You ain't supposed to murder nobody. So what, he owe you $1 million. Let him go. So what, he did this and did that. Let him. You better let the Most High do it. You better not murder one of the Most High people. Read.
Neither shalt thou commit adultery.
Don't commit adultery because you got 3 or 4 ways to commit adultery. Messing with another man's wife, going to church, all that's committing adultery. Now, a man can have more than one woman and one wife. That's what the book say. I didn't listen. Only way a woman can't have number one man at a time, but a man can have 2 or 3 wives and women. That's right. That's in the book, but that's a whole nother subject, and I ain't finna get off into that. But committing adultery, if a man mess with another man's wife, that's committing adultery. When he go to church, he committing adultery and don't even know it. Read.
Neither shalt thou steal. You
ain't got no business stealing nothing. I ain't never stole nothing in my life. Read.
Neither shalt thou bear false witness against thy neighbor.
And don't lie on your neighbor. You lying on a person, talking about this, that, to get brownie points or whatever point. A stool pigeon or a rat get up in the courtroom and lie on somebody. Oh, I bought 2 keys from him. You a lie. Don't you lie on nobody.
Neither shalt thou desire thy neighbor's wife.
Don't be running after somebody else's wife and woman. Looking at her. Ooh, her booty big and juicy. Boy, I can't wait. I wish. Don't lust after no other man's wife or woman. Don't do it. That's what the commandment said. Read.
Neither shalt thou covet thy neighbor's house.
Don't be wanting your neighbor's house. Hope he dies so you can end up getting that house.
His field. Or his manservant.
Don't be wanting nothing to nobody. Read.
Or his maidservant.
Don't want nothing.
His ox.
Don't want nothing.
Or his ass.
Don't want nothing in your neighbors.
Or anything that is thy neighbor.
That's right. Don't want nothing in your neighbors.
These are the words Yahweh spake unto all your assembly in the mount out of the midst of the fire.
Now he say what? These are what?
These are the words Yahweh spake unto all your assembly in the mount out of the midst of the fire.
These are Yahweh words. I didn't write them. I'm popping corn. All this is from Yah. So these Yahweh words, and that's what I'm talking about today, boy. The book is written about. The Almighty has something to do with it. These are his words. 1 Samuel 15:1.
1 Samuel chapter 15, verse 1. Samuel also said unto Saul, Yahweh sent me to anoint thee to be king over his people.
He said, Yahweh sent him now. Who sent Paul? Who sent Peter? Who sent John or JC? Who sent them? Yahweh didn't send them, so they're irrelevant. They don't mean they ain't a father in the windstorm. Read that again.
Samuel also said unto Saul, Yahweh sent me to anoint thee to be king over his people.
Yahweh sent him. Read.
Over Israel. Now therefore hearken thou unto the voice of the words of Yahweh.
Listen to Yah, because he sent me. That's what Samuel telling him. Listen to Yahweh, because what I'm saying is with Yahweh words. I'm not speaking my own word. I'm talking about what thus said Yah said. That's what he told Saul. Yahweh sent him, and I'm coming in the name of Yah. Read.
Thus saith Yahweh of hosts.
He started off, thus said Yah.
I remember that which Amalek did to Israel,
I remember what Amalek, the enemy, did to Israel.
how he laid wait for him in the way when he came up from Egypt.
That's right. He laid and waited. Watch this.
Now go and smite Amalek,
Go and kill Amalek. Now that was Samuel telling Saul to do.
and utterly destroy all that they have, and spare them not.
Kill everybody in the city. Don't leave none living, even a roach, a cockroach. Everything got to go. That's coming from Yah now. And he told Saul what to do. Now listen.
But slay both man and woman,
Slay all the men and the women.
infant and suckling.
I don't care nothing about them being a month, 2 months old, 3 months old. That's what the book says. Kill them all.
Oxen, sheep,
all the animals.
Camel and ass.
That's right. Now, he got an order from Yahweh, and Samuel told Saul to go handle that business, and watch what happened. Read.
And Saul gathered the people together.
He gathered all the goons together.
And numbered them in Telaim, 200,000 footmen.
He had 200,000. Can you imagine that? 200,000?
And 10,000 men of Judah.
And Judah went with him.
And Saul came to a city of Amalek.
He went out to the city what Yahweh told Samuel to tell him.
And laid in wait in the valley.
He laid and waited.
And Saul said unto the Kenites, Go, depart, get you down from among the Amalekites.
Get from away from them, because it's finna be a bloodbath now.
Lest I destroy you with them.
I'm gonna kill them. That's right. He had the right frame, man, but watch how the story get twisted. Right, read.
For ye show kindness to all the children of Israel.
That read. You was 100. You showed mercy to the children of Israel. Like the people in this world, you better favor and pay them Hebrew Israelites some attention. Then the Almighty pay and have mercy on you. Read.
When they came up out of Egypt, so the Kenites departed from among the Amalekites.
They got on away from them now, because it's finna be a bloodbath.
And Saul smote the Amalekites from
What verse you at?
7.
Okay.
And Saul smote the Amalekites from Havilah.
He killed a bunch of them. He did the job half done. He half did it though. Read.
Until thou comes to Shur, that is over against Egypt.
Now watch this.
And he took Agag, the king of the Amalekites, alive.
He left the king alive. He didn't kill Agag, but he supposed to kill. He got an order to kill everybody, but he left Agag alive. So he rebelled against Yahweh because he didn't follow orders like he's supposed to. He told kill everybody, but he got the king Agag. Now watch this.
And utterly destroyed all the people with the edge of the sword.
He destroyed all the people that the sword, but he left Agag, their king, alive. Read.
But Saul and the people spared Agag.
They spared Agag. You disobeyed Yah. You disobeyed Samuel. Read.
And the best of the sheep.
Now you kept all the best of all the pretty sheep.
And of the oxen.
You kept all the pretty oxen. Now he was ordered to kill everything and everybody. Read.
And of the fatlings and the lambs and all that was good.
Everything that was good in his eyes, he kept for himself. So he rebelled against Yahweh and Samuel. Read.
And would not utterly destroy them.
And was hard-headed and stiff-necked, rebellious, and didn't do it. Read.
But everything that was vile and refused, that they utterly destroyed.
Everything that wasn't no good, he got rid of. But he kept the king alive, and he kept the best of the animals alive. Read.
Then came the word of Yahweh unto Samuel.
Then Yahweh, that's right, the word. Because the word came to Samuel from Yah. Read.
Saying, It repented me that I have set up Saul to be king, for he has turned back from following me.
He have turned. That's what the people doing today. Because when you go to Quran, the New Testament, the Hadith, or another book, you rebellious, and the Almighty gonna do something to you. Read.
And have not performed my commandments.
And you ain't performed because he told you to do one thing, you did something else.
And it grieved Samuel. And he cried unto Yahweh all night.
He cried all night.
And when Samuel rose early to meet Saul in the morning,
he went to meet him, boy, because he was upset. He mad at Saul. Read.
And it was told Samuel, saying, Saul came to Carmel, and behold, he set him up a place and is going about, and passed on, and going down to Gilgal. And Samuel said to Saul,
No, he came. Samuel came.
And Samuel came to Saul.
He came to Saul.
And Saul said unto him,
Now watch this.
Blessed be thou of Yahweh.
Are you a clown, Saul? Ain't no you perpetrating a fraud. You ain't did nothing that Yahweh say do. Now you acting like you humble and you 100. Read.
I have performed the commandment of Yahweh.
You a lie. You ain't conformed no commandment of Yah. Yahweh told you to go down there and handle that business, kill everything that's moving and breathing. You didn't do it. So you told a lie, Saul. Read.
And Samuel said, What meaneth this? What meaneth then this bleating of the sheep in my ears?
Why is I'm still listening to sheep alive? Man, I'm listening to that. Read.
And the lowing of the oxen which I hear.
I hear animals living and breathing. I hear them.
And Saul said, They have brought them from the Amalekites, for the people spared the best of the sheep and of the oxen to sacrifice unto Yahweh thy Elohim, and the rest we have utterly destroyed.
I didn't tell you to do it that way. Now you're doing it the way you want to do it. I told you to handle the business, and you gonna tell me reason why you kept the sheep alive. I told you to get rid of them. Read.
Then Samuel said unto Saul, Stay, and I will tell thee what Yahweh has said to me this night.
You stay right here. I'm finna go, and I'm gonna get back with you, and I'm gonna tell you what Yahweh said when I get back. Read.
And he said unto him, Say on. And Samuel said, When thou wast little in thy own sight, wast thou not made the head of the tribes of Israel?
Now he telling about when the story was young. When you was young,
and Yahweh anointed thee king over Israel.
He anointed you king over Israel because you was 100 when you was a youngster.
And Yahweh sent thee on a journey and said, Go and utterly destroy the sinners of the Amalekites and fight against them until they be consumed.
He told you to go kill everybody until everybody be consumed, be destroyed, be dead.
Wherefore then didst thou not obey the voice of Yahweh?
Why come you didn't obey what Yahweh said? Yahweh said go handle that business, take care of that business, but you're going to do it your way. Your way, Saul, not Yahweh's way. You're going to do what you want to do. You had an order to go down there, to handle that business, take care of business, kill everybody, but you're going to leave the sheep alive and ain't got their king alive. So you disrespected and violated Yahweh's command. Read.
But didst fly upon the spoil and didst evil in the sight of Yahweh.
What is evil against the sight of Yah? When the Almighty Yahweh tell you to keep his laws, his statute, his precept, his judgment, commandment, and you don't do it, that's evil. The same way Saul was, he was evil just like these people in America. Y'all evil when the Most High telling you to do it and you don't do it. Read.
And Saul said unto Samuel, Yea, I have obeyed the voice of Yahweh.
You a lie, Saul. You ain't obeyed.
And have gone the way which Yahweh sent me.
You a lie, Saul. You ain't go the way. You went your way. You didn't do it the way Yah say do it. You a lie, Saul.
And have brought Agag, the king of Amalek.
He didn't tell him to bring Agag. He supposed to brought his head. He supposed to have numbered his head in his hand. He ain't supposed to been living. Read.
And have utterly destroyed the Amalekites.
You a lie. You didn't utterly destroy them.
But the people took up the spoil.
Now the people, you put it on the people now, making the excuses. The people. Hey, you the king, Saul. You people over listening to you and what you say. Whatever the king say. Ain't no people. Read.
Sheep and oxen, the chief of the things which should have been utterly destroyed.
Everything supposed to die.
To sacrifice unto Yahweh.
What verse you at?
21.
Okay.
To sacrifice unto Yahweh thy Elohim in Gilgal.
I didn't tell you to do it that way, so I said go handle the business, take care of everybody, but you gonna go do it your way. Read.
And Samuel said,
Now watch what Samuel tell him now.
Hath Yahweh as great delight in burnt offerings and sacrifices?
Do the Almighty desire that? Do he want you to sacrifice and to burn up? The Almighty ain't studying that. Read.
As in obeying the voice of Yahweh.
The Almighty wants you to obey his voice. obey his word. Do what I say do. The Almighty don't care nothing about no sacrifice or no, what's the other word? No burnt offering. He don't care nothing about that. He gonna tell you. Watch this, read.
Behold, to obey is better than sacrifice.
To obey. You got to obey. He ain't worried about no sacrifice. You can't substitute no sacrifice with obeying. Now, Almighty, he say rather for you to obey to give me a sacrifice. Take that sacrifice and stick it up in your butt. Read.
And to hearken than the fat of rams.
Then the hearken is the fat of rams. Read.
For rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft.
When you rebel against the word of Yah, you just like witchcraft. That's right. You ain't no earthly good when the Most High Yahweh told you to do it his way and you do it another way. He told you to keep his laws, his statute, his precept, his judgment, and commandment, and you talking about a Quran, a Hadith, or any apocrypha, or any book. You a fool. You a zip-zap D-A-M fool. Read.
And stubbornness as iniquity and idolatry.
That's right. You just like all this when you sin against Yah. When he tell you to do something, you don't do it. Read.
Because thou hast rejected the word of Yahweh.
Because you reject the word. You reject the word of Yah. When the Most High tell you to do something you don't do and you reject it, you was just like a witchcraft, stubbornness, and you a sinner. Read.
He have also rejected thee from being king.
That's the reason why he took Saul from being king. Why? Because the Most High told him to do something and he did it the way he wanted to do it. And the same thing applies to y'all and us today. He is not going to play with you. Almighty Yah ain't going to play with us. That's right. Either you for real or you faking. You 100 or you a 0. Boy, you can't have it both ways. Read.
And Saul said unto Samuel, I have sinned.
Now you admit you sinned, but you told a lie over here saying, I did everything the Most High said. I'm 100. You told 3 lies. But now you coming on with it. What Saul say?
And Saul said unto Samuel, I have sinned.
I lied and sinned. I ain't did right. That's right. Humble himself. Because he know he lied. Read.
For I have transgressed the commandment of Yahweh.
I didn't do what Yah told me to do. That's right. Transgress meaning I didn't do it the way Yahweh said do it. I did it the way I wanted to do it. Like in the New Testament. I, Paul, say so-and-so, so-and-so. I, Paul, say. You ain't supposed to use that word. I ain't nothing. It's Yah. Ain't no I. Read.
And thy words, because I fear the people.
I fear the people. Just like today, everybody fear a person. Read.
And obey their voice.
I obey the people voice. They listen to a man. They listen to a man. I'm listening to Yah. I ain't studying no man.
Now therefore, I pray thee, pardon my sin and turn again with me.
Now he wants some forgiveness. He wants somebody to forgive him now.
That I may worship Yahweh.
Now you ready to do the right thing. But you should have did the right thing the first time. Not the second time. Do it the way he said do it the first time. Then we wouldn't be having this conversation. If you do something right the first time, we wouldn't have this conversation. Read.
And Samuel said unto Saul,
now watch what he tell him.
I will not return with thee.
I ain't studying you.
For thou hast rejected the word of Yahweh.
You had a chance to do right, but you rejected the word of Yah. Same thing apply to everybody in this world. I'm popping corn. And when I get through popping corn and you ain't studying what I'm talking about, Yahweh gonna do something to you. Read.
And Yahweh have rejected thee from being king over Israel.
And he took away the kingdom. He took away because you was hard-headed, stiff-necked, and rebellious. The Almighty gonna strip you from your rank. What goes up must come down. I don't care nothing about you being a king or a president. The Almighty take you down. That's right. That's all I needed. Let me get some songs in here. Let's go 33 and 33 and 4. Psalms 33 and 4, yeah.
Psalm chapter 33, verse 4. For the word of Yahweh is right.
If the word of Yahweh is right, what we need with another book? Say the word. Say it again.
For the word of Yahweh is right.
The word of Yahweh is right.
And all his works are done in truth.
And everything that he do is in truth. That's right. The word of Yahweh is right. That's right. Okay, go to Psalm 56. And that's what we talking about, Yahweh word. I ain't telling you about nobody else's word. I'm showing you what does say Yah. If I was talking about somebody else, don't listen to me. Don't listen to me if I'm talking about anybody else. I'm talking about King David. I mean, Yahweh and King David. That's it and that's all. All the way to the graveyard. I say 56 or 50. Let's see. Yeah, 56 and 4.
Psalm chapter 56, verse 4. And Elohim, I will praise his word.
I'm going to praise his word. And that's what I'm doing. I'm popping corn about his word.
And Elohim, I have put my trust.
I don't trust in nobody but Yah.
I will not fear what flesh can do unto me.
And I'm not studying these people. That's all. I think you skip on down to 10.
Verse 10. And Elohim will I praise his word.
We gonna praise Yahweh Elohim word.
And Yahweh will I praise his word.
That's right.
And Elohim have I put my trust.
I'll put my trust in Yah.
I will not be afraid what man can do unto me.
You think I'm worried about what a man gonna do to me? No, sir. Because if I was scared and worried about it, I wouldn't be popping corn. I'm showing you I ain't scared. That's all. That's all I needed. Let's go to Psalm 68. Yahweh is my protector and my shield. Well, he gonna kill their whole family. You do something to me. Psalm 68 and 11.
Psalm chapter 68, verse 11.
Yes, sir.
Yahweh gave the word.
Yahweh gave the word.
Great was the company of those that published it.
The company that published this word, they did it. That's right. This word been published. Read it again.
Yahweh gave the word.
Yahweh gave you the Old Testament, the word.
Great was the company of those that published it.
And they published it. That's where I popped corn today, because they published it. That's right. That's all I needed. I'm letting you know the Most High did it. What was that, 68 and 11?
Yeah.
Psalm 103. Let me see. Yahweh had the word published. Don't let nobody tell you somebody else did this, somebody else did that. The book popping it. The Almighty said these his words. What I say? Let's see. I said 106, didn't I?
103.
Did I say? Yeah, I ain't read 103 yet.
Mm-mm.
Okay, yeah, okay. 103 is what I want then. Psalm 103 and let's go to 19.
Psalm chapter 103, verse 19. Yahweh had prepared his throne in the heavens.
He prepared his throne in the heavens.
And his kingdom ruleth over all.
And his kingdom ruleth over all.
Bless Yahweh, ye his angels, that excel in strength, that do his commandments.
That the angels do his commandments.
Hearken unto the voice of his word.
Everybody's supposed to hearken to the voice of Yahweh's word. Listen to Yahweh's word. And that's what I'm talking about today. We talking about Yahweh's word. And I'm showing it to you. I ain't telling you nothing. I'm showing it to you. Listen to Yahweh's word. Okay, we'll go to 106. Okay, 106 and 24.
Psalm chapter 106, verse 24. Yea, they despise the pleasant land. They believe not his word.
And these people in this world don't believe Yahweh's word. They say somebody else wrote it. And this and that. All these lies, making up lies. Now read it again.
Yea, they despise the pleasant land. They believe not his word.
They don't believe the word of Yah. These people in this world, they want to talk about a Quran, a Hadith, another book, another Apocrypha. They don't believe the word of Yah. The book just told me. testified against you. You don't believe this book. Okay. What was that? I said 106, 107. Let's go to 107. Hold on, I'll keep reading.
But murmur in their tents.
But murmuring in their tents. What verse? Oh, say, yeah, okay.
And hearken not unto the voice of Yahweh.
They don't listen to the voice of Yahweh. And no, these people don't listen to him.
Therefore he lifted up his hand against them.
That's when he against these people in this world, because they don't listen to the word of Yah. They doing what they want to do. You can't do what you want to do and serve and love Yah. No, you cannot do what you want to do and serve Yah and love Yah. Okay, I think that's all I want. Let's go to Psalm 107 and 20.
Psalms chapter 107, verse 20. He sent his word and healed them.
Yahweh word to heal you. He sent his word and they was healed.
And delivered them from their destruction.
And deliver you from your enemies. Destruction. That's right. Now read it again. Yahweh word heals.
He sent his word and healed them.
He sent his word and healed them.
And delivered them from their destruction.
And get you away from your enemies. That's right. Destruction. Okay, go to Psalm 119. And yeah, I think I'm gonna see 172. Let me get it right. Oh yeah. Psalm 119, verse 172.
Psalms chapter 119, verse 172. My tongue shall speak of thy word.
My tongue gonna talk about the word of Yah all the way to the grave, y'all. Now read it again.
My tongue shall speak of thy word.
Of thy word, not nobody else's word.
For all thy commandments are righteousness.
All his commandments is righteousness. Because them his words, the commandments is righteousness.
Be sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Thank you.